become best friends?
Yup.
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
Big part of friendship.
I like you. Do you like me?
I do like you.
You are my friend.
You're a nice young man, and I am your friend.
Shut up, Pete. We're not friends now. I don't need you anymore.
You're my best friend.
Friend requests.
The friend request?
Why you ain't accept my friend request, bro? But you don't want to be my friend.
Welcome to the friend request. It's your host, Chloe Maddren. How the heck are ya? This is the podcast where we talk about friendship in a blanket fort. If you're any first-time listener, welcome to the show. If you are new to the show, I think that you're gonna love today's episode. It's very, very funny. It's very fun. I loved it. Loved filming it. Loved editing it. I'm sure. I am assuming, but I think I will, you know. I love the whole thing. Anyway, you're going to enjoy it. I do think that if you are new to the podcast, go on back to the very start. Listen to everything from the beginning. Get to know me. Get to know my guests. I had a wonderful time with today's guest. They are very funny. They're on tour in Australia at the moment, but they're actually a massive, successful American comedian and podcaster who you most likely know and love. It's the wonderful Gareth Reynolds.
How old is Louis?
He's 2.
Oh.
2.5. I know. A young king.
You're so lucky.
Thank you. How old's Jose?
Jose's 9.
Wow. But he's, oh my gosh, he is just the sweetest little baby.
He's the best.
I was watching your Instagram stuff, just looking through it today, you know, in preparation.
Sure.
And I was just watching the Valentine's Day video you had of him.
Uh-huh. What is that one?
It's just a compilation of him being a cutie pie.
Right. He is a
And
cutie pie.
You're like, oh, find someone who looks at you like, I don't know.
The way your cat looks at a man in his 40s. Yeah.
That wasn't the caption. That was better.
This is
punched it
I
up.
do better captions
Yeah.
off frame. Way better. No, I'm always jealous when someone has a young animal. I'm like, ugh.
Why?
Because I want my cat to live forever.
Oh, of course. It's really fucked up when they die.
Yeah.
I have my last cat's ashes, and he died young, so you never know.
How old?
He was 2.
Oh, fuck.
I know, not even 2. I know, it was the worst thing in the world. It broke me.
How about this? I tell people this story, and they don't believe me.
I don't believe a word you ever say.
Don't.
Good.
But when I was probably 6, and this is true, my mother corroborates this. She went to a pet store and brought me home a little kitten, and I was like, my best friend, like, finally, life has a purpose. You know what I mean? Like, all the things.
Yeah.
And within a couple days, he was in a lot of pain.
Huh.
There's something wrong with him.
No.
He didn't have an asshole.
Oh, I've heard of this.
And
I actually
they
fully believe you.
had to explain it to me, and I was like, what? And they were like, he can't go to the bathroom because he doesn't have he can't. And I was like, what?
You didn't know what an asshole was by 6?
I did. I just didn't know that you could not have an asshole.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I was like, and then that was it.
And so then you got him a little kitty colostomy bag, right?
No, they put him to sleep.
No.
Yeah. They were like, look, in this house, you got to have an asshole. And
oh, that was a household rule. That wasn't the vets.
to be fair,
that was
yeah,
your mom.
we had established that very clearly when I was a kid. Assholes only. So, yeah, it was brutal.
That's horrible.
Horrible.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I got over it, but then I was older, and I was like, some of that's made up.
Yeah.
And I was like, did I have a cat without an anus? My mother's like, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you did. We got you an anusless cat.
Where did they get the cat? Was he like a little rescue?
So funny
You found
listening to
him?
your cat.
Oh,
I
and
love how
he's
cats DJ in the litter box.
Great. This is
My cat
why
does
he
that too.
stays
If
in
I
the
change my
room.
cat's litter, I'm like, hey, come on, let's relax in there. He's like, there's so much news. Fucking shit. She got him from a pet store.
Yeah,
But this is when, that was not crazy. I don't think there was that whole
No,
culture.
of course. But the pet store, you would think, would have done like a general vet check.
I think cats are the cats parade their assholes around all the time. So I
Yeah.
think with a cat without an asshole, you'd be like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, Todd.
I mean, it's a pretty quick one to discover.
I would think.
Yeah, especially if you're like me, that's your favorite part.
Yeah,
Going straight
of
for
cats
it.
or everything.
Everything.
Yeah, you're a big asshole person. That's cool.
Big ass gal.
That's cool. Not ass gal, asshole gal. Don't remove the part that's fucking crazy. Yeah, no, it was a hard lesson. I learned hard lessons early.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you think that's helped you
No.
develop
No.
coping mechanisms?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't think it did much.
What are your coping mechanisms as a grown adult
I need an
man?
asshole.
It's involved.
What do you mean? Like, in what way?
I think that I've always had the idea that like having a family pet die for a child is probably better for the kid's development before a human dies. You know?
Yes.
Like my first family pet, except for like little, guinea pigs or whatever.
Yeah.
My first family dog to die happened a day before like my close friend died, and I was like,
well,
I could have learnt. I think
you need a little more time.
yeah, a little bit more time between those two things.
Yeah, you don't go.
Yeah.
You see how it goes? Randall died. Are you ready? Yeah, I think it does prep you for that, the darkness in some way. I don't know. I don't really know what my coping mechanisms are. No one's ever. Give me another one of yours.
One of mine. I mean, I've got unhealthy coping mechanisms. That's for
Fair.
sure. I love shopping. That's a big one. That's probably my like healthiest unhealthy one. But
How much
things
are you
like
spending?
oh well,
There you go.
I don't have
Welcome
much
to the
money.
show.
Come
Show
on
off
in,
that
kitten.
beautiful asshole.
Please don't knock anything over, young man. We are trusting
He's
you.
definitely.
Oh.
Yeah, you're nervous.
Yeah. Okay. No, I don't have a lot of money ever, and it's because like if I get paid, but I'm emotional, like I'm going shopping. I bought a $400 dress the other day, and that's the most expensive dress
That is crazy.
I've ever bought. And oh my god, you know what else? Put it on, wore it once. A couple of the threads have come loose.
What are you gonna do about that?
I'm gonna take it back and
Yeah.
say, do you think that this is maybe replaceable?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
We'll see.
You gotta
it's a
fight
lot
for
of
that.
money.
Yeah, for $400. Yeah, that's a lot.
But I'm really scared that they're gonna look at me and go, "Did you break it, fatty?"
It's okay. You think so? Yeah. Well, you should hope they say that. Then you can be
Really?
like, yeah, you can fight further.
I'll film it.
Take it to the top. You know what? How old are you?
29.
Okay, so you're like a lot younger than me. Have you ever seen Pretty
Thank
Woman?
you.
That wasn't
no.
a compliment, by the way.
No, I'll
that was
take
like
it.
a fact.
No, yeah,
But you were like, that's
it.
really sweet
Thank
to
you
hear.
so much.
Thank you for acknowledging a large age difference. You have seen Pretty Woman?
No, I've lived it though.
We'll be right back. There's a scene in Pretty Woman where when she is a sex worker, she goes into the store because she has to buy this dress. And she goes into the store, and she's dressed, like, whatever, like fresh from the streets, like
Yeah, like
whatever.
a slut.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can say it.
Thank you.
I can't.
It's
I'm
my
a 44-year-old man. I can't. All women have value. And
Sluts have value.
exactly. We'll be right back. And so she goes in there, and the woman in the store is just a real cunt. We say cunt here?
Yeah.
She's a real cunt.
Yeah.
So worried about what your cat's going to do now.
I'm so worried about so many things. This has been, continue.
Oh, right. It's just starting. So she goes in, and the woman's like a cunt,
Yeah.
So she's like, all right, whatever. She goes and shops at other stores. So then she goes on a huge shopping spree another day, and she's dressed very nice. She looks like she's posh and all that. And she goes in, and she goes to the woman, and she goes, hey, you work here? And she's like, I came in here the other day. And the woman doesn't recognize her. And she's like, oh. And she goes, you work on commission, right? And she's like, mm-hmm. She goes, big mistake. Huge. And walks out. I think about that all the time.
Okay. Yeah, like the I'm gonna get you. You don't know who I am, kind of.
I'm gonna
mentality.
you treat me like shit. I remember it, and I'll shove it down your throat.
I like
eventually.
that. I like that a lot.
I think about that all the time. I think my career is based on that.
Yeah?
So coping mechanisms. I mean, I think work. I have thrown myself into work in a way that is not. I found fine for a long time, and then recently, some people are like,
Are you okay?
yeah, like, what's going on? Like, this is crazy.
You have 3 podcasts.
I have 3 podcasts.
You're constantly on the road.
I'm never home. Yep.
Which confuses me. You have a son.
I do. I have a fur baby.
You have I don't like that
With a
term.
beautiful asshole. With a big pink butte. showing it off. That's what I say. Like whenever someone
Get
comes over,
lucky.
they come over. I go, and look at that thing, huh?
God.
Hey, he uses that too. We got a lot of use out of that thing. Not like that cat my mom brought home when I was a kid that didn't have one.
I would have liked to see what happened with the cat if you just let him be. Maybe he would learn to throw up his shit.
I don't think that's how it works.
I think that's how it works.
I mean, I would love to be like, even then I'd be like, I don't think this is a life.
Hey, hang on 1 second. I'm like freaking out a little
Go.
bit. I've seen the camera looks a little tilted, and I need to fix that.
Go. This? Yeah, I bet it has.
No, it's never happened before. I don't know how that's happened. Oh, that's so much better. Thank you for that.
Finally.
I'm really sorry.
So work is a coping mechanism.
Yeah, work is a big one. I totally get that, and that's I think that's a healthy and fine coping mechanism.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I
I
think people.
think to me, I like view it as I'm always like, I will, at some point, I will slow down, but right now I'm just trying to like
Yeah,
do
I
as
mean,
much as possible
do
to
it
like
while
pad
you
the
can.
nest. Yeah.
Like you said, you're very old, so
I
there's
don't
only
think
so much time.
that's a quote. I don't believe that's a quote.
I think that's what you said. Very old.
No.
Really old. So there's only so many
Very young.
so many years left.
Many years left.
Golden years, maybe.
No, like really a lot of youthful ones. But when you think 44, you must be like old, right?
I'm not fucking 12.
No, but you're 20. When I was 29, I was like 44 is
No.
like I would look at someone who is 44 like in the entertainment industry and be like, oof,
Oh, maybe a woman. Sure.
probably a woman.
Not a man.
To be fair. No, fair enough. That's
No.
true.
No, absolutely not. I think I spent a lot of my early 20s pursuing men in their 40s. So now I'm almost 30 and dating someone age appropriate as well for the
He's
first
in his
time in
30s?
my life. He's 32 probably.
Beautiful.
So now it's like I feel like I'm almost 40. Which
'Cause
feels really bad to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, people hate it.
It's a tough age to hear. It's a harder one to. Can you imagine being that age?
Being 40?
Huh?
No, I used to lie when I was like 20, 21. I used to say that I was 33.
That'll bite you.
No, I liked it. I thought it was good because people would be like, wow, you look amazing.
I thought there was a time one of the first times we came to Australia, I forgot how old I was, and I found out by going to my Tinder profile.
Oh.
I was with Dave.
Oh.
And I was like, am I 34 or 35? I was like, I think I'm 35. And then I went to my Tinder and it said 34. I go, I'm 34. And he was like,
awesome.
he was like, you are not a grown up. You're not anywhere near a real age. Yeah.
It gets like that. I'm always like saying the year I'm turning. I'm born in November, so it's
Me
a new
too.
year. Really? What date?
What are you?
17th.
10 days later.
Wow, I'm older.
Well,
Yes.
sure.
Now I'm older.
I guess.
Yep.
Kind of.
I had a bad education.
It's coming across. It's rearing its ugly head.
Hey, look, it's nice to meet you. Finally.
Finally, here we are. Yeah.
No, for the listeners, this is the first time we've met.
Yep.
It's very exciting.
Isn't it?
What did you think about me hardcore pursuing a friendship with you online?
It worked. It was effective.
Exactly.
You had a smart strategy.
Mm-hmm. What was it? I don't remember.
You had you seemed to be doing very well.
Thank
You
you.
were very complimentary. And that's basically it. That'll land me.
It works
as
every
a friend.
time.
Yeah, without question.
Oh, that's so good. Has it
Yeah.
happened to you often? Do you make a lot of friends? I mean, comics, it tends to open discussion,
Yeah, there have
right?
been. Well, sometimes, like I was saying before, like I have someone who kind of runs my social media for me, so I have a pretty loose relationship with feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you'll get, like, she'll go, "Oh, hey, this person's whatever,
Yeah.
is talking to you," or something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh well, yeah. But then
What have I
there's times.
said?
Then wait, what?
I'm just wondering what I've said.
Oh
If
no.
someone else is gonna read this.
She's actually very good because like my girlfriend, I basically met her, without getting into it too much, like through
DMs.
social media. And so there was a time where she would be like, hey, she's met, like she knew to like leave that alone.
That's good.
Yeah. She gets it. But so like there are times where I'll see like someone will write something very nice, and you'll just be like, you have a very like, that's very sweet. But then there's other times where like I remember when Patton Oswalt like DM'd me on Instagram or on Twitter, and he was like, "You're great," and I was like, "The fuck?" Or like I remember when Will started following me.
Oh my God.
Certain things where I was just like, there are times where I will just be like shocked at what someone says to me, and that to me is a very that's how you get my friendship. If you're just like,
just compliments.
I love you. Tom Cardy, who I know was on here. I found out about him because he like mentioned the dollop of one of his songs. People were like,
really?
Yeah, he was. I
Oh
can't
my
remember what his
God.
line was, but now he's my buddy. So
That's so good.
yeah. So
that's
compliments.
cool.
If someone is complimentary, it's like that's probably gonna go pretty far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I will reply to people sometimes, like not comics, who message if they're really nice but not too nice. You know, because that's also a thing. You can't be being like a sycophant or something. That's gross.
Oh yeah.
Someone being like cool and normal and nice.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, okay, now we're friends, kind of.
Yep.
But also, I try to keep a hard line. Like I'm like, you're my fan.
Yeah.
I'm not following you back.
No, I've done that. I've done that. Where you're like very clearly.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm replying a lot, but I'm very busy.
I'm very busy. I'm a pop star.
I'm very busy. Yeah. No.
Oh, that's good to know then.
Yeah, like sometimes if I will like a tweet, someone will be like, "Holy shit," and I'm like, "I should not have that
Yeah.
level of impact."
Yeah.
For being like,
No, it's nice though. Those little moments, kind of like I think are keeping me alive at the moment.
Interesting.
Like I told you before off mic that I'm really getting sick of editing my own shit and seeing my own face.
Yep.
And I mean, I'd love someone to manage my social media so that I don't have to read the things, because obviously I'm still reading them. Just
You
in
read the
case.
messages?
Messages more so. Comments are easier to ignore, but messages, just in case someone's coming through that's like discovering me and wants to put me in a movie, I have to check, because that's I assume the way that they would contact me.
Absolutely. That's the way it goes.
So I'd love to have someone else do that, and the brain's struggling like a little, but the way I balance things out is when I get like the occasional like or comment from someone that I respect, someone revered. Then I live off that, and it lasts for like a day.
It's helpful.
Yeah.
No, it makes me wonder, like, will you survive?
Me, personally?
Both of us.
Yeah.
When your business is, like, being liked matters so much to your
Oh,
career.
yeah. It's tough.
Because my buddy, like, I have a buddy who's a bartender. I'm like, really? Like, he's very popular.
Yeah.
But he goes to go home and be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Tips are the likes.
Yeah. You also, I think, hold more power as a bartender. People want their drinks.
Yeah.
It's
true.
like,
Well, you actually provide a service.
Yeah.
Which must be nice.
Yeah, as opposed to just standing on stage. And like, I mean, you've come to Australia how many times now?
I don't know.
A bunch.
10,
100 times.
1,000.
You know what it's like, especially here, how much the audiences are sitting there like, sure, we want you to make us laugh, but also I want to think I could be funnier than you. And I'll let
I
you know.
remember my first night doing stand-up in Australia. I did this show called, I can't remember if it was called Spleen or if the club was called Spleen. Was the show called Spleen?
In Melbourne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The show?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
club's, like, the place is called Spleen. The whole thing's called Spleen.
No, then there was this, I can't remember what the fuck, it was like the best show. Everyone was like,
It's
this
a great show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, this is the best show you'll
Yeah.
ever do. So I was like fairly newish to, I mean, I didn't have that much like material, but so I went out and I mean, I fucking murdered. I was like, holy shit. And then I went down the street to a bar to do a show after, and I was like, I'm hot. And then I went up there and I bombed so hard. Yeah. And I was bombing so hard, and then there was a woman who had a broken arm.
Yeah.
Or both of her arms were broken. And I was like, hey, what the hell did she? And it was like everything she said was sad, but I kept being like, at some point, something funny will come out of her.
No.
And it was like, she's like, well, I fell off a chair at my house. And I was like, that's not great. And I was like, why were you on a chair? And she was like, I was trying to get a suitcase. And I was like, oh, well, where are you going? And she was like, I was supposed to go on a vacation with my boyfriend, but then I fell and I couldn't go. And he went. And I was like, oh, my God. And she's like, and we broke up when he came back. And I was like, Jesus, stop talking. And I was just up there like eating shit for 8 minutes. And I was like, boy, I think that last show's just a really good show. Because I'm bad.
Yeah, it's like that. I started doing comedy when I lived in Melbourne, but I only did a few gigs and they were really nice. And then
Yeah.
I moved to Brisbane and it was so
Harder,
hard for years, and it was great. It's a great way to get tough, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
get good.
Yep.
But I think I needed that first little moment of, this is good. People like it. People like you. People like what you're doing. And then when you
Oh,
start
yeah.
bombing, you're like, they don't know what they're talking about, because I did really good that time.
I don't think people understand truly how awkward it is to bomb and then stay in the place where you've bombed.
Oh, my move is put on a jacket or take off a jacket. Like, depending on whether or not I think I'm not recognizable if I change one
You have
item
like
in
a
clothing.
cloak of invisibility where you're like, it wasn't me. A woman who looked much like me just bombed. I don't do stand-up. I'm an investigative journalist with a trench coat. Yeah. I remember one time I bombed and I went from the stage, on stage at the Improv, and I bombed so hard that the only thing I did was open 2 doors to walk outside
yeah.
without saying anything to anyone.
Yep.
I went from the stage to walking within
Yeah.
30 seconds, and I was like, yeah, you got to run away from that.
Yeah.
Like a bad fall. I was like, just walk it off. Just get out.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's smart.
It's happened. So much bombing.
And yet now look at you. You're a star.
I am a very huge star.
So, yeah.
I'm a very big star.
Very big star.
A very
This is huge for me.
big star.
Hey, do you have a best friend?
I really think my cat is kind of my best friend.
Literally wrote down, is Jose your best friend?
He kind of is, in the way that I've just there's something about the bond with animals where there's no words, and that is so weird. Because I'm like, we know each other, and like we have a whole routine. We've come up with a whole system
Yeah.
without a fucking word.
Well, I mean, you probably talk a little to him, right?
There's a lot of talk on my end.
Yeah. Does he?
Yeah.
Is he chatty at all?
Yes, he will. He communicates as well. Because I think they say that cats only meow because you talk.
Yeah.
So it's like so funny but like for food, he'll be like, meow, meow, like, and I'm like, I know. Or he will like be trying to tell me something and lead me somewhere. And I'll be like, there are times where I'll be like, he has an automatic feeder.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll be like leading me there. And I'm like, there's something new about this intention. And I'll be like, the batteries are out. Like, you
Oh my
did communicate.
God.
That happens. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's crazy.
So in that way, there is like a strong bond. But then I have a couple other best friends. I mean, like, I would say,
humans?
yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
you know, I
That's
mean, a
nice.
few. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Yeah, I would say I have a friend of mine who comes on the road with me.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of my best buddy. I would say my girlfriend is pretty much my best buddy in a way, and then I would say my mother in many ways. My mother and I are like such good friends.
Man, I mean, you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
I've said on this podcast many times that my dad is one of my best friends.
It's weird because your dad's one of my best friends.
That's so, how?
And just that we hang out and
What?
we have, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm-
we love to go to the yard and barbecue meats.
Nah,
We play horseshoes.
I don't know what that is.
Neither does he. That's one of the things we laugh about. What is it, he says? And I go, oh, Teddy. Whatever.
It's not his name.
Are you telling me there's a man who conned me into thinking he's your dad and I've been hanging out with him?
God, I hope so.
He's a hell of a guy.
He sounds good.
Yeah, but no, I think I'm spread amongst a few BFFs.
Yeah, my boyfriend, my dad, I have sisters and siblings in general,
Yeah.
and they're all just wonderful. So, yeah, my cat, massively.
Yeah.
Massively. I mean, the communication thing is crazy. I now know his face or meow that he does when he wants me to make a fort with a blanket and my legs
The
for him
best.
to go under. Like, I know the face. It's crazy.
Fort face is pretty awesome. It's
so
funny because
good.
I had a cat who would communicate on its face and kind of communicate like, I don't have an anus. And it was just this silent understanding we had where I was like,
What was the
yep.
expression? Can
It
you
was like this.
imitate it?
And I'd be like, he wants me to get my butthole again, and I can't medically do that.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
can just like pierce a hole like
It's
a.
not like a
like the
tracheotomy.
yeah.
No, you can't just trach a butt.
So sad.
I tried, yeah. That's what they took him to the vet. We're like, we tried to put a straw. We thought it was kind of just like a wall in a mine where it would collapse and it would reveal a big pink area but nothing. He's pure flesh.
I think a kitty colostomy bag could be really cute. It's like for a kitten, you know. You
So
can
you're
use, like,
pitching
a drug.
Colosta Kitty.
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
it's a good idea. I'd make it.
It's a good idea until you see it and you're like,
Oh, I went to school with a kid who had a colostomy bag and would threaten to
uh-oh.
splash it around. That was kind of his move.
I'm sure he was beating him off with a bag.
He was very unwell mentally.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And physically.
yeah. Were you as a kid?
Physically and mentally unwell?
Yeah.
Well, probably quite unwell. Yep. No, I was a chubby kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who
Okay.
got into alcohol and drugs very early.
Mm-hmm.
And like again, I'm older, so I was around when stop doing the 2-camera nod part. We're trying to be respectful of some people who've got a few little. I was gonna say mileage, but I guess here it would be kilometerage.
No, mileage works. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
metric. And when Ritalin came out,
Yeah.
and as soon as Ritalin came out, one of my friends discovered if you snorted Ritalin, it had tremendous effects like cocaine.
Yeah.
And so, boy, did I do that a lot.
Oh, is that when you stopped being chubby as well?
I bet you there was some tie-in.
Yeah.
Now that I think back,
No, I get that.
that was the secret.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
but
oh.
no, I really did, and then that led to other drugs. So I would say, yeah, probably pretty physically and mentally unwell.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, but it sounds like you had friends.
I did
And
have friends.
That's what this whole thing's all about.
I had friends. I did have friends.
Most
yes.
importantly.
Yep.
That's
No.
good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Well, you know, it's like if you do, and then I started like when I got into coke. It's always funny when you kind of like when you are like you have to pay for something in public, and I would be like unfurling a dollar bill and like straightening it and like poof, like blowing
Licking
dust
it.
off it. Yeah, and people would be like, "What's going on?" I'd be like, "This is an old 5." Man, yeah.
Was that a problem?
For them?
No, just consistently in your
Yes.
lifestyle. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Do you do drugs now? Are you sober?
No.
What's your deal?
I'm not sober, but
Yeah,
I
okay.
no drug. I mean,
Isn't that nice?
I'll do like hallucinogenic
Oh,
drugs.
yum.
That's what I do. I don't smoke weed. I drink, but not that much. I don't smoke any cigarettes or anything. I did that for ages. But then, yeah, the sniffing stuff is over.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think
It ages out.
it also ages one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you definitely.
Mm.
No, I definitely was way in for a while.
Yeah, I feel that. I think
Yeah.
that's I'm always very proud to be like not sober, but just responsible and be like, oh no, it was a problem for me, but I managed to just deal with it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What did you have a problem with?
Oh, I mean, most things in excess.
Yeah.
Drugs, alcohol,
Yeah.
food as well. But yeah, now I just like have a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, I like the like ayahuasca or mushrooms or something. I feel like give me very positive, beneficial. You know, I feel like I benefit from those
Yeah,
things.
they're so nice. Everyone, lately, people have talked about like, you know, a party or a wedding. They're like, oh, you want to get MDMA? And I'm like, it's too fake and yuck, and I don't like it. I don't like the vibe of everyone. It's the same with Coke, of everyone being like, we're best friends, and then the next day they're not, you know?
Yep.
And then I get a little bit sad.
Nope. I agree.
I'm like, what about all these plans? Because I hold on to this shit.
That's why you've got to do it with your best friend. Like
yeah,
when
yeah,
Jose
yeah,
and I
true,
take
true.
MDMA together, we're vibe. Like we wake up the next day and we're like, what did we do?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey man, we're close enough where we can do that. You know.
Kissing.
Kissing. Yeah,
Yeah.
we kissed.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, I'm not the only guy who's taken like drugs and hooked up with my cat.
No,
That's happened to a ton of people.
it's really
Which is why you need the cat with the asshole.
I don't like it. I don't like the bit. I don't like the riff.
You know, like where we're.
I don't like it.
But I need to to find the line. I gotta cross it.
I'm shocked to hear that you have a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
How long has this been going on?
This has been about a year and change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I feel like you've somewhat got the... What's the word? You're like a notorious ladies' man.
Well,
to a degree.
That went on for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was, but I don't know. I definitely. I think with my work and my lifestyle, I was like, yeah, single was very.
Oh, so fair.
Yeah.
So fair. I get it.
And I will say, even like, even now, it's like it puts strain on your relationship. It becomes difficult, and I also am so private. I try to be so private. It's like it took a while for me to actually start like kind of opening up about that sort of shit, because I just don't like people kind of when they kind of nest in your existence. That always makes me feel so uncomfortable, and that is something that comes along with podcasts to some extent, and I just was always really careful about details I would let out, because at one point I kind of wasn't.
Yeah.
And it got very complicated in my life because of that.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I'm sorry to pry.
No, it's
in
cool.
that case.
Yeah, of course.
It's very understandable though. The lifestyle thing though, with traveling a lot, I feel like it may be better for especially long-term relationships. I don't know. I see all these comics out there like married, and you get to be apart, then you miss each other, and then you come back, and it's like, I like that. I never wanted a relationship when I was younger, and so I'm like, I adore my boyfriend. We're gonna get married. It's all very exciting.
Yeah.
But I think that a part of the longevity in my head, I'm like, my plan is that I want to travel around and do all of that.
Completely.
Yeah.
I think I think it is like, and it's it's like, the truth is that when I was younger, I was talking to another comic about this. It's like, when you're younger, you're like, I'm going to get into performing because honestly, I want to party and get laid. And then as you start to kind of get more successful and you have more stuff, you're like, well, I can't really party on the road.
Yeah.
And then you're also like, I got to go back to my hotel room after shows because I need the rest.
Yeah.
And then so you're like, well, wait, the whole thing that got me in here was like partying and getting laid, and the whole thing I'm doing now is like staying sober and not getting laid at all. And it kind of like turns into that a little bit. But no, I think it's also, it is like a grind. I mean, it is work. When you really are moving at a clip when you're doing a lot of shows, you don't have time to do that sort of shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, totally.
I think it is. I've done it without a partner for a long time, and then with it for a minute. And, there is some really nice comfort and stability in like having someone,
That's nice.
Yeah.
You know about attachment styles?
Wait, what?
Do you know about attachment styles?
No.
No. Oh my God. That's incredible.
Talking about hair?
Yeah. Weave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about attachment styles.
No, it's like this theory about people having anxious attachment styles where they're like really needy in relationships, or avoidant, where it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like insecure or secure, pretty much. A lot of people talking about these for a long time.
Oh, okay.
And it's hard to ask you this question now because you don't know what they are. I was going to ask if you think...
shaming me right
no,
now?
No.
Am I being shamed?
No. If anything, I'm impressed. Okay? People are talking about it too much, and it's kind of hack for me to bring it up. I'm embarrassed.
Well, what... Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if you think that could apply to friendships and other kinds of relationships, not just romantic. Because, like, my whole impetus for this podcast was, like, me as a kid. I was a little bit weird with friends. I was a little bit, what you could say, anxiously attached. I was a little excited.
Well, you had sisters, you said.
Yes.
What were you the middle?
Youngest biologically at my mum's house. And then I had a younger stepsister at my dad's house.
Okay.
But very much still treated like the youngest.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and I think that had a maybe little part of it, them always being like, go away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, so wait, what are Well, I wouldn't really. I mean, I wouldn't say I had to make a lot of my own fun because my brother was 12 years older.
Oh, wow.
So I was very much alone.
Yeah.
And then my parents had a, marriage where it was not at all like a regular family. So I was definitely spending a lot of time. Huh?
Sorry.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well,
Swinging?
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course, exactly.
Yeah.
They they just didn't like each other. So it was like
Okay.
I
Yeah.
felt that a lot, and there was a lot of alone time. And so I think that was where I really started to kind of escape into like, I knew I wanted to like perform even at such a young age. But so I think I would like watch so many, like my TV was like my best friend.
Oh my God.
Like it was just like it was like my comfort, and it would just be like I would watch the same shit, or I would watch the same stand-up special, or like I just watched I remember I had a babysitter who like came over and she's like, "Can we please not watch the Three Amigos today?" And I was like, "Bad news," I was like, "We gotta watch it every day." But I think that I was probably like a needy friend as a kid to some extent. I would get very excited when I would have friends over, and because I did spend so much time alone. But then I think as when I got older, it was like for stand up and stuff, I was very conditioned to like, I'm okay alone.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I don't think is the best for certain things, but
It's really good for a lot of things, though. And,
yeah,
like,
I'm
COVID
very-
happened.
yeah, no, I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt really bad for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And people had to work. And
Like
just
the people who believed it was real.
all
right?
those fucking fakers. Get over it. But yeah, but I was like, I'm thriving. I was like, I had to cancel all my tour dates, and I was like, I actually left California, moved to another state, and I lived in the middle of nowhere alone.
What?
Yeah, and it got weird, for sure.
Oh, that's when you started kissing your cat.
That's when Jose and I were like, we're removing all boundaries.
Oh my God.
And
I hate it.
But yeah, like that was when so I don't know. I don't even know what my style would be as far as that goes. What would you categorize it as?
Yours?
Yeah.
It sounds like anxious attached as
Yeah.
a child.
As a child, yep. That's good.
But then it sounds like it maybe morphed into secure attachment, which is pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Very
right.
impressed.
Having known nothing about it until just now.
Yeah.
I think that's accurate.
Yeah, I think you're nailing it.
I think that is what I am. You're right.
Now you have an advice podcast.
I do.
So I thought I would ask some of my lovely fans if they wanted some advice from a
boy.
professional.
Yes. I should point out, I am a doctor. No, I should point out, Jake and I are always very clear to say that we are like drunk uncles.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
I mean,
Sometimes the advice is not great.
all right, I got some questions.
Okay.
They're not good.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great.
The first one was just how to not fight with my wife.
That's a great... What I like about that is the specifics. It's helpful. I think there's a lot of power in just saying you're sorry, maybe when you don't mean it as much,
Oh, yeah.
and just trying to learn lessons. And there's such... I fucking go through it all the time where I'm like trying to be like... It's hard to confront things that you're not good at and that maybe you're wrong on.
Uh-huh.
But, sometimes just being like, yeah, I'm just going to lose this one and say I'm sorry. I think that is, and trying to learn, it's very hard. But I think if you're fighting with your wife a lot, I would say just and take a minute. I always take a minute to think about my feelings. I need a minute to think about what I feel. And I think that can be very frustrating, but I'm like, that's better than me being like, here's why, that's when I'm like, get myself in real trouble.
Yeah.
When I'm like trying to fire back with a response. Well, here's what, I'm like, give yourself a minute to think about it.
I guess so. I hate it when people try to take a minute, like more than a minute.
I think that is very evident with some things I've gone through as well.
Yeah?
Yeah. Where I'm like, give me a minute, but then when I'll blurt out, I'm like, that was worse than a minute. That's why I need the minute.
Yeah. Yeah. I've dated a lot of people that have the tendency to want to like go away with their thoughts, like seriously take a fucking beat. And I'm like, I need an answer now because I have it in my head that if you walk out that door, it's over. It's done. I don't know. I'm like very reactionary. I think better these days.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I was like, wouldn't let anyone take a minute, which was really bad.
No, I think there's a middle ground.
Yeah.
But I think if you're fighting with your wife a lot, I mean, I would just.
Maybe dump her.
Yeah, I think break up.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you for
yeah.
taking that ball.
Someone had to say it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't say it clearly.
Dump her.
End it.
They have a child. I saw in the picture.
Get rid of the kid too.
Well, it'll be easier,
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah.
You don't have to. If they can't find
Lose
you,
it
you don't
all.
have to pay.
Enough. By the I don't even know who you are. I just heard that question. I'm sick of it.
Oh, absolutely. I would be yapping. How could you live with that?
Yeah,
Come
it's
on.
brutal.
I think that me and my boyfriend never fight.
Good for you.
So I think that anyone who
Is that true?
No.
Oh, I was like, what the
Fucking
fuck?
hell.
Yeah. Well,
Seriously? No.
okay, good.
No, I'm an irritable cunt. I don't know. He's a saint for putting up with me.
Yeah. That's what he says.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Stop talking to my family.
I've been hanging out with him and your dad.
I hate this. Actually, they would love that. They get along very well.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's good.
I think my dad likes him more.
Yeah. I think that's very I think my father definitely likes my girlfriend more than me.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I can see that.
I'll talk to my dad for like 15 minutes and he'll be like, all right, like he was wrapping it up.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, I talked to him for like 2.5 hours. I'm like, about what? I'm like, I'll talk to him. He'll be like, all right, I'll let you go. I'm like, you'll let me go. You're 76.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
My dad's first question is, how's the man? Every time.
That's good.
Like, what about this man? What
That's
about
good.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
confusing, but still, yeah.
No.
Yeah. We can't push it.
Okay. I've got another advice question.
Okay.
Okay. I really liked this one. The person said, I've gone bald due to hair loss.
No shit. As opposed to,
I don't know.
okay.
Can't attract women, need advice. And again, I had a little look at the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad looking bald guy.
This is,
It's crazy.
I think, look,
Tell me.
there are a lot of times I'll go in public and I'll see war crimes. A man who is horrendous looking with a smoking hot woman.
Yep.
What you
It's
look
just the
like
usual.
matters, but it's not nearly everything.
It's not.
So much of it is confidence. I know so many men who have swung fully out of their fucking league.
Yeah.
So I would say just if it gets bad, just shave your head.
He's
and honestly,
shaved it. I could see.
then nobody gives a shit.
Yeah. I don't know why.
You give a shit more than anyone else gives a shit. And if a woman is like, I need a head of hair, go for it. Whatever.
No. Well, you know what? I do have a bit of a bone to pick with this.
Okay.
I don't like it when guys go bald and complain about it.
Yeah, right.
Unless they've tried everything. Because these days,
But there's
2024,
Yep.
you can do so much. You can get a transplant. Like,
Yeah.
I guess money is a factor.
You mean kidney?
yeah, you can just
Supposed
have an
to
extra
help
kidney.
a lot. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's
but you can do so much.
Sure, you can, but also like who fucking gives a shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Shave it.
Who
gives a shit?
cares?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if you didn't try anything,
Yeah.
you don't get to complain.
Yeah, and I
And
don't
no
think
one cares. Women.
I don't think they give a shit.
we like pigs.
Yeah.
We
they're-
are disgusting.
completely.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just be like funny
Yep.
and nice.
Yeah. Confident. Don't give a
mean.
shit.
A little bit mean.
Sure.
Confident,
Yep.
funny, nice, bit mean.
Yep.
Easy.
It's true.
That's how you get pussy.
It's true.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
Okay.
And the way you get butthole is take it to the vet.
That didn't work.
All right. Just put a straw in it.
Someone had another one that was like, I need to boost my self-esteem, but I have none at the moment, so I can't help with that. And
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
a
the same
hard
answer anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. Just, well, it's easy to say, but I think it is like, just
Oh, they should see my new
show.
comedy show. Yeah,
That's what you
it's
do.
actually very informative.
that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
move.
No, you should go see Hot Girl Stuff, Disordered Eating and Crippling
Mm-hmm.
Self-Hate. It's you'll leave with a new sense of self.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And maybe
Bingo.
a new friend in
Good.
me.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
The last question was really basic. Someone wants to start a podcast. They need advice. What do you think?
Oh, fuck me. I mean, I don't know. Well, just do it. I have people. I've known people who have been like the podcast I do with Jake. You know, there were a lot of we started the podcast under a year ago. There were a lot of podcasts, and you know, we were like, well, we'll just make ours. We have confidence in what ours is going to be and how we'll do it.
Yeah.
And so you just start it. That's the same with stand-up. Anyone you look up to who does anything went through the phase where they were not good at it.
Yeah.
And so fucking just start something.
You're putting a lot onto them.
Yeah, I
You're
am.
assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get it going.
But it's going to be bad.
It'll be great. This
You
is advice.
said it.
No, it'll be good.
Okay. My advice is don't. My advice is don't step off, back off, bitch.
Yeah. Smart.
Thank you.
Smart. That's good too.
I think
Both
it's
work.
important. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a summer and an autumn.
All right, that's enough of the advice.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's your whole.
No, that's fine. My whole?
Yeah.
You're supposed to finish that because otherwise you're really feels like it's about the cat again, which isn't cool.
No, I said yours.
Nice.
Thanks. You want to play some sleepover games?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. First one's Would You Rather.
Okay.
It's really exciting for me.
Okay.
This is what we do here.
Sure.
This is actually how I force my guests to become my best friend.
Okay.
Are you into that?
Yeah.
Seem hesitant.
No, I
Your words
answered
say
right
yes.
away.
I know, but it's a vibe thing. All right. Would you rather grow spaghetti out of your nipples once a month or lactate like a regular lactating woman and you like get leakage when you see cute things, including spaghetti?
If I trim it, then it's gone for the month?
It'll come out. It's like maybe for a day.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Okay.
I can easily take that. I can see that. I could honestly, there is a scenario where I would just take that as a superpower. Once a
No,
day,
would
just
you
be able to
rather?
sit on how many times do you sit on the couch? Like, oh, I'm starving. But if I was like, oh, it's spaghetti tits day, I'd be sitting there just like with a bowl and be like, awesome.
Yeah,
Just
I feel
sort
like
of
you could.
Lady in the Tramping my own tits.
You could sell it too.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I think online too,
Yeah,
it would be
you
helpful.
get-
I would go
yeah.
with spaghetti nipples.
Great answer. It'd be really weird actually if you said the lactating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
That was a bad would you rather on my part. I'm
Well,
so sorry.
that's all right. No, it's fine. That's great. I could make like a pesto with it.
Yum. I shouldn't get hungry. Sorry, I'm really hungry. My brain is broken. Would you rather be limited to do one podcast only? You don't get to guest on other podcasts.
This so far sounds great.
Okay. Or have to call Dave Anthony daddy every time you speak to him.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Which I think he would love.
My livelihood depends on multiple podcasts.
Yeah.
So as much as it sucks, I'll say daddy.
Wow. Do you think he'd enjoy that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he'd
Thought
be
so.
like, exactly. You're my little bitch. You know, it'd be like that. I'd be like, ugh,
You want another
we're
game?
back. Yep. Let's go.
Okay. It's fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. The dollop, the pastimes, and we're here to help. Your 3 podcasts.
I'd probably fuck We're Here to Help
Okay.
because it's new still.
Yeah.
I'm married to the dollop already, so I'd marry
Yeah.
the dollop, and I'd probably kill the pastimes because it's already
Wow.
like in the dollop. So,
Wow. All right. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Easy. What about this one? Fuck, marry, kill. A hot man, a fugly woman, and someone who quotes Family Guy at least 4 times a day.
I'd probably marry the Family Guy quoter. I'd
Nice.
fuck the fugly, and I'd kill the guy.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's real straight of
I
you.
just wouldn't want to. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I guess if it was, I could I could have a sexless marriage with a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah, it wouldn't work for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's very understandable.
Thank you.
Okay. Would you be perturbed by someone who quoted Family Guy 4 times a day?
I wouldn't love it,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
you know.
I'm
and there's
glad.
people all the time who like do that sort of stuff. You're like, yeah, no, I haven't seen that.
No.
Like TV references to me, I'm like, ugh.
I know.
You
I
know.
don't mind. No, it was fine at like 13.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like your comedy kind of starts from there, but eventually you're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
It's like when you watch a show or a movie with someone who's seen it and they're like, this is the best bit. And you're like,
Gareth,
let me
I had this happen to me.
experience this on my own.
I had this just recently.
Okay.
And I had seen one of the movies.
Okay.
But I don't remember anything
Okay.
from any time ever.
Okay.
Right? It's a very cute trait of mine. People
Okay.
talk about it. They think it's cool and
Sure,
awesome.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I really, 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 really hate spoilers.
Uh-huh.
And I am so proud of myself. That friendship is intact.
Good for you.
Thank you. But the entire, it was just hours of, this bit.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. See, that's what I would feel with the Family Guy person who I'm marrying.
Yeah.
So
That's huge.
it's big.
You'd rather marry that person than be in a sexless marriage.
I could go with the sexless guy marriage.
Okay.
That could work too.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know if I don't know what the Family Guy person looks like, but I'm probably not gonna be super attracted to that person just based on that personality quirk. I'd probably be like, oh Jesus, here we go again.
Yeah.
I'd probably be having sex and they'd just be like, remember when Peter? And I'd be like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, that sucks. All right. I have another game called Bend or Snap.
Okay.
No one knows this game.
Okay.
I didn't make it up. Someone told me about it, and then I may have renamed it. So that might be why no one knows it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's basically if a friend does this,
Okay.
would your friendship bend or snap?
Okay.
Like, is it,
Yep.
you get it?
Workable or
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Probably a better title for the game.
Well, there you
right
go.
There.
You're welcome.
Not going to use it.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Just here to
so
pitch.
sorry.
Just open to pitching.
Okay. Would you bend or snap if your friend calls you Garth all the time?
Bend. It's fine.
Wow.
I'm used to not being called by my real name.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
My family calls me Garfy mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Dollop. I'm over it. I don't even have much of a connection to Gareth anymore, to be quite honest with you. I don't really care for it.
Really?
Nah.
Okay.
Let's move on.
What's your middle name?
Patrick.
Patrick. Patrick, baby boy.
That's right. That's what
TV
it was.
reference.
Thank you.
Movie reference. There you
Never
go.
heard of it, but thank you.
Really?
Family Guy?
No.
Damn.
Wow.
My wife loves the Family Guy. Loves it.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My mind's blown. Can't you tell?
Yeah. You're having trouble recalibrating.
losing
Yeah, as you should.
Okay, bend or snap. If someone's really into making jokes about you being British,
Bend.
Okay.
Whatever.
all
You
right.
know. I would just let them hang themselves with that one. I'd be like, you feeling good?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Wouldn't
Yeah.
really give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Great. I can see that
'Cause
our
I'm-
friendship will
Yep.
flourish.
Someone could call me Garf and be making British jokes all day. I'd be like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Great. This is going to be good. I'm
Yep.
excited to
So far, good spot.
see. Bend or snap if your friend isn't hot and or funny.
Well, the hot doesn't bother me.
Wow.
The funny doesn't even bother me.
Wow.
I have friends who are just regular humans. They're
Well,
fine. As long as
boring
they
and-
laugh at my stuff, we're in a good spot.
You just publicly called your friends boring and ugly.
Not all, but I'm friends with a couple boring and ugly people, and they know who they are.
Wow. What
Yep.
brings you together?
Sometimes you just have friends because you met and you like each other, and they're nice people.
Nice.
Nice is more
Okay,
important than anything.
Nice is very important.
Nice is very important to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Okay. It's the last game.
Okay.
This is the be all and end all, and you do have a choice.
Okay.
But I will be honest.
Okay.
I'd rather you do one of these
Okay.
than the other.
Okay.
It's truth or dare.
Okay.
I would prefer if you did truth.
Okay. Truth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure.
Thank you. That was easy.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you could have dared me to do truth also.
Whoa. Okay.
Loophole.
You don't want to know why I would have preferred that?
Sure.
No. Now I
Okay.
feel like I'm pushing it.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
I want you to feel safe. Feel safe here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Truth or dare? Wait, not. It's just truth. Do you think I use too many emojis when I message?
No.
Really?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like it ages me.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No, I don't even notice.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Alright.
you're fine.
I use a lot.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
I don't use it. Anytime I use one, I'm like, is this okay? Yeah, don't worry about it. No, you're doing
okay,
good.
but you're
great.
worrying about it for you.
No, I'm just like, is this what to me, I'm like, I don't need this.
Yeah, okay.
Mine are always, I'll just do like a weird one. That's what I go with.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll just be like,
You quirky?
yeah, I'll just be like, I'll just do like the Spanish flag and just be like, or like a helicopter.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. I've been really big on the bows lately.
Mm.
I'm really into a bow.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah.
I do judge people based on the skin tone of their emoji.
You want
Their
them
thumbs up emoji. I
black.
don't want a pure yellow. I don't want a pure white, and I don't want a dark black.
Okay.
I want you to be in the middle.
But what if they are? What if their real skin tone is pure white or pure yellow?
I won't talk to a pure white.
Okay. Okay.
So that's
good.
how I know. Yeah, I will not do it.
Good.
Won't
That's
do it.
smart.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
It's
on
like
the
Peter
podcast.
Griffin always said. Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah. Thank
wait,
you.
no.
No. Hey! No, I got nothing.
Fuck.
No, thank you for having me in your fort.
No, of course.
What an honor.
You said that you would live here.
Yeah, no, my plan is to live here.
Okay.
You should Airbnb this.
You reckon?
Oh, yeah.
How much do you think I could get for it?
A lot of money. It really opens up once you're in it.
Yeah, I think it's bigger than people expect.
Oh,
because
yeah.
They see it on their phone, and their phone's like, yay. Like,
Yeah,
what,
no,
3
it's way bigger than
inches?
your phone screen.
Yeah, it's bigger. Thank you.
Without question.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow.
Well, thank you for having me.
No, thank you so much. Would you like to tell the requesties where they can find you and all of that?
I'll be in here for the foreseeable future, or
Okay.
for the foreseeable future. You can go to @Reynolds Gareth for my socials. Listen to We're Here to Help in the Dollop, and you can go to GarethReynolds.com for tour dates that won't be in this country.
But also some in this country. This will be out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm doing some shows with Will Anderson at the end of the month.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
What was that?
There's a fly. And I was
Oh my
trying to-
God.
It came from me. I brought it. It's my buddy Trevor.
Thank you for listening. I
Doesn't
love
have an
you all.
asshole. That's how you know it's mine.
Oh my God. How
I
do you?
checked.
It's so small.
Yeah, I know. You can tell, though.
Oh, Jesus
It's in
Christ.
a lot of pain.
This
Bye,
has been
buddy.
a messy podcast. I'm so sorry. Thank you for listening. I love you.
Bye.